hello. Mustang Monday once again. Sorry I'm late to do it live, but I wanted to do it live. I had an appointment. I'll talk about that later. We are in the last couple of minutes of qualification here. We've got Mr. Murray up there on the top as usual with 2:17.25. Monday once again. Sorry I'm late. And next to him is Stuart Packham, who's got only a couple of tenths of a second. We're following him right now. I got to take a look to see what kind of gaps he's got. Looks like Murray's improving. We've only got 2 minutes left in quali, and they may get another round here or not. Looks like Murray is going to make it across the start-finish line. He'll get one more lap, so he's got one more lap to make a stand here. And get pole position. In third place, Philippe Sauvage. Kevin Torrance is not that far behind him for the last podium position. Frank Sierra is in fifth place, and Aaron hasn't got a time up yet. So let's just follow along with Stuart here, because he's trying to unseat Brian for the pole position on this track. So final race of the season. That's why I jumped in. I was very concerned I wouldn't make the live broadcast, but here I am. I'll check, say hello. Somebody's watching on stream. Say hello, and I'll try and watch the chat for something. Make sure I've got my volumes good. Oh, I don't have the track. There we go. Why are we not? Will not be audible streaming assigned to audio source. It looks like we're not getting the audio from the game for some reason. Wonder why that is. You just asked that question. Gave me a little message here. But anyway, you can hear me at least. Maybe you're getting the volumes. Let me quickly check in cockpit to see if you're getting the volumes properly on the stream. It's getting a weird little message here. Get in the cockpit. That should tell me. I think you're getting the cockpit volumes there. So let me just open that up a little higher. Yeah, tell me on the stream if you're getting the race sound. You should be. Okay, what do we got going on the race? Speaking of the race, Stewart's still in second place. His delta is not working out just yet. He's not making any progress. This will be his last lap. Quali's going to be over after this. We're on board with Stewart. Oh, maybe he's going to get an extra lap here in, because we got 30 seconds left, so he just made it. All right, so what is he going to get here? Trying to find my window to see. Oh, he's given up. All right, but looks like Philip is got a good lap going. Let's get on board here with Philip in this red Bic Mustang. He is improving by 0.9. He's not going to make it into third place, but he's got better times. Frank is up by 0.9. Is he going to get up a spot? Probably not. Oh, we got Merche just joined us. Welcome, Merche. Again, make sure you can tell me whether or not you're hearing the volumes properly in the game. I had a little trouble with the audio. For some reason, I'm getting an error message. And he is in the pits. Who is out of the pits here? We got Philip. Nope, Philip's in the pits. We got Shannon. Has he put in a time yet? Shannon's in the pits now, too. Frank is still out there. He is improving by... barely improving. All right, that's it for qualification. All right, so that gives me some time now to do some other things. Let me get rid of that and get into the intro screen. No, that's not what I want to show. I want to show me. And let me see what I got for an intro here. Talking to myself here. You can probably hear me muttering away. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to I'm going to go and show you the standings while we're waiting for the game to start. Just give me a second to find that. Maybe I'll show you what I got. What's happening up here. Yeah, there we go. You can see that. Gotta make sure I turn that off after. Let's see. My communities, eSeniors. And let's find Mustang Mondays. There it is. And our standings. There we go. There is our standings. So Brian Murphy is in first place. He's got a lot of ones, and he's got a couple of second place finishes. I haven't been following this Mustang Monday because Stuart Packham has been getting the best of him for the last little while. So 369. There is a chance of Stuart taking over the championship here if something dramatic happens to Brian. Derek Bird is not racing today. He is in third place. Mircea Paunoff is racing today, and he is 16 points. He might just jump into the third place in the podium. So let's watch for that. Philippe Sauvage, Jeremy is not racing today. Sauvage is. Kevin Torrance is in seventh with 237. Philip has got 246. Well, that's in play. So we'll have to watch these little battles internally here. So I'm going to write this down. We got Murray with 389. Quickly take a peek to see if we've got anybody watching. Oops, that's not what I was want to do. Oh, that's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Nobody watching the chat? Okay. So let's get back to this. So he's got 389 points. That's Murray. I'm just writing down some notes so I can... Stewart has got 369. So that's a 20-point difference. That's pretty big. Mircea is probably going to jump into third place, but we got Sauvage and Torrance. So Sauvage has got 246. Torrance is 237. So that's a definite possibility. All right, so we've got the session to start very soon. Okay, let me get my mouse back. And it's going to be I'll get back to that in a minute. I got to find my cursor to get to ACC Drive. Why is that not coming up? There we go. And let's look at the starting grid. Get that on the screen for you. And get rid of the upper screen. There we go. There is our starting grid. Mr. Brian Murray in number 6. For some reason that's showing number 6 on the screen. That is Mr. Brian Murray. Oh, that's not Mr. Brian Murray. This is Mr. Brian Murray. 569. Beautiful livery. I haven't seen that one. Nice job there. Stuart Packham in second place. Number 78. All Mustangs, of course. Philippe Sauvage in the Bic yellow Mustang. Kevin Torrance right here in the red Mustang. Looks like a standard livery. Frank Sirkra, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I will take what I can get. That is number 6 in 5th place. Aaron Shannon in his familiar colors is in 6th. Mircea Paunoff is in 7th. I don't think he was able to qualify, so we'll see how that works out. What has Mircea got for... Mircea is in 4th place. Yeah, so he's going to make it into 5th no matter what. All right, so where are we? Where are we here? Getting ready to start. Let's get a good camera angle and start off with Stuart. And we're going around Spa. This is a traditional ending race for us. We're into, at eSeniors, we're into Spa and or Mount Panorama for our final races of the season. Let me take a quick peek if I've got anybody watching on the stream. Hang on. Just gonna move this around. little bit. And hang on. I'm muttering to myself again. I really need a nice 21-year-old studio assistant here to help me out with all this stuff. Nobody's watching right now. I only started the stream 9 minutes ago. Again, it's a bit of a last minute because I was on an interview to be a cancer driver. Since I'm a professional race car driver, I thought I'd volunteer to drive people to their cancer treatments. So I was getting interviewed for that. Make sure I'm a stand-up guy. They had to interview me. All right, we're getting close to time. We're getting close to the time for our race. And I'm going to try and get a good view of the tower. I'm going to get the tower up here properly. Let's see here. We're going to put gaps, race gaps, and right now we're going to put position delta for fun. So that's what you're going to see there is position delta for the race start with Mr. Brian Murray and Stuart Packham battling it out for first and second place in a lot of these races. So Mustang Mondays, this is going to be the final race, and I don't think we're going to do Mustang Mondays next year. Monday is going to be, I believe, an LMU multi-class race. Now that is something that's going to be exciting. You can guarantee that I am going to be in a hypercar so I can start passing these guys in the GT3 cars like Brian Murray and Derek Bird. It'd be so much fun passing them. So I'm going to be in, I'm not sure what kind of car I'm going to drive, but I'm definitely going to be in a hypercar. So if you're not in LMU, next year is going to be a fun year for eSeniors and LMU racing, I can tell you that. So please, if you don't have LMU already, fork out the cash, talk to the wife. That's what you want for your birthday is an LMU subscription. And start racing those cars. It's a lot of fun. I think that's going to be the game of the future once they get stuff going. So we're coming around the last corner here. We're going to be ready for green very soon. I'm going to check my volumes for you guys. Yeah, volumes are good. Here it comes. Brian's in the white car. Stuart's in the blue car. We're getting close to green, green, green. I don't hear it just yet. Oh, they got to go around this other corner. It always fakes me out, Spa. It always fakes me out with that other grid. This is the starting line for Spa. Here they come. Here it comes. Very important start. Here they come around the corner. Hello, three of you watching. Say hello. Say green light is. Stuart's got a pretty good hop on Brian. He's got the outside line, though, not going to be able to make it happen there. So let's see, make sure everybody makes it through. Everybody made it through nicely. Looks like Aaron and someone in... oh, Aaron's off. Aaron's off. So is Merche, I think. And he's going to wait. All right, that is the one. And we got something happening here with Frank. I'm trying to get the right guy here. There we go. So Aaron and Merche took each other out there on the radio. And we're on board with Kevin Torrance. He is went off a little bit. So let's get back to the front here. There's Stuart trying to chase down the man, the Murray the man. Went a little bit wide there. Let's see if Shannon is in the pits. Where is? Oh no! It looks like Merche gave up. Oh well, he's not in the stream anymore. And let's find a different TV angle. How about Helicam? What does Helicam look like? So Stuart now is opened up, or Brian's opened up a gap of 0.9 to Stuart. Stuart's going to have to catch up. Let's go inside with the cockpit. You know how I love cockpit views. And especially the Mustang sounds a little bit better, but I think the sound on LMU is a little bit better than... I'm going to turn up the volume here for the cockpit view. I think that's going to give you a bit better volume. Yes, it is. There we go. How is the volume, guys? Making sure you're getting it. Two watching. Somebody's jumped in and out of the stream and not saying hello. Gotta say hello when you're in the stream on YouTube, or you're called, I call you creepers. That's what I call Facebook people who have Facebook accounts, follow you your whole life on Facebook, but they never say anything, they're just creeping in the background. So whoever that creeper is on YouTube, say hello in the chat. All right, so Brian is moving ahead a little bit, up to 1 second, but Spa is notoriously fickle, so you may see some action here, although Brian doesn't make very many mistakes. Looks like there's big gaps between everybody else. Let's go through everybody here. There's Philippe Sauvage. He can see the leaders. He's not that far behind. Philippe, gotta go, Philippe. Hang in there with the big boys. Kevin Torrance is 7 seconds back, so he can't see the leader. But Frank, he is okay. And Frank, I'm trying to figure out what nationality Frank is. I've forgotten now. But he can see Kevin. Shannon has stayed in the pits up to now, so it looks like he's just going to sit there and collect his points. Come on, Aaron, get out there. It's the last race of the year. I don't think you race a Mustang normally, so get that time in with the Mustang. We're back on board with Stewart. Chasing down Murray. Just trying to make sure I can see chats if they come up. Yes. Oop. That will help me. So we should be sending out a notice on season, what would season be? Season 11? Are we into season 11? I forgot the season number. Let me check it out quickly here. We are into season 11. What am I talking about? Season 18. Can you believe it? 18 seasons with eSeniors. We've been at it for about 5 years, I guess now, 5 or 6 years. Just trying to get myself back in here. Chat line. Wait a minute. Chat. Hang on with me for 1 second. I'm trying to make sure I get a good view of the chat. All right, so 1.8 seconds is Murray's lead right now. Let's go in the cockpit to say hello. And that is what Stewart is looking at. Stewart wants to pass. He can, may not be able to overtake. Let's just see what the scoring is here again. Scoring is 6-point difference between first and second, so he will not be able to overtake Brian for the championship. But Sauvage and Torrance are in close together. They're not going to be making either. Second place to fourth place is only 4 points, so it looks like we're pretty well set for the standings. But this is not about standings. eSeniors is never about standings. Except maybe the championship bragging, right? The rest of it is just fun action in racing. You can see that sometimes with guys who have nothing to do with the standings and they just push hard and race hard. So if you're new to eSeniors, which you probably aren't, because most of the guys who are watching are eSeniors guys, but if you are watching eSeniors, just to decide whether you want to get involved with us, follow us on Discord, Facebook, of course, YouTube channels, but get involved. If you're in ACC or LMU and you're sitting in the wings saying, I'm not sure if I want to race, come on, get out there. Doesn't matter how good you are, how bad you are, as long as you race safe, we are welcome, everybody. And if you're just learning, hey, join. You'll get lots of advice from everybody. We're a very social and welcoming group. And we will definitely give you advice to get you on your way to becoming, as I call it, a professional racer. That's what I tell my kids. go. How's our gap? 2.5 second lead by Brian Murray. Let's get on board with Brian, see what he's like going through the famous curves here at Spa. Beautifully done. Flat out. Flat out. And let me see if that is the basic HUD. You guys getting that out on the stream? Kind of all over. I'll leave it up there like that because you get to see what Brian's doing with his throttle in this mode. Even though it doesn't show his name. It's funny it doesn't show his name on that, but hey, what the heck. I'll leave it up there for a little while so you get to see how Brian circumscribes it. You see he's improving on his gap. 2:17.9 is his best lap, and he's improving on that. That's why he's pulling away from Stewart. 2.2 second lead here now. But I want to show you a whole lap with him in terms of his throttle action and brake actions to see how he handles this, muscling this Mustang. No pun intended there. Muscling the Mustang around the track. We all know Spa, we've raced it many times. He's able to get that Mustang around that corner full throttle. That's a setup that you have to have going for you if you want to get that corner. You need to hit that and this corner full throttle. So if you can't do that in your setup, keep working on it. Because that is important to get full speed out of your car on Spa. But what I really want to see if Brian is able to keep the pedal to the metal going through Eau Rouge and the Radion. I want to see if that works for him. So he's coming up to it here now. Nice corner here, getting nice and tight. Hit the throttle as fast as you can to get full speed. So let's just see what Brian is able to do here going through the famous curves and the hill here at Spa. Full throttle. Oh, tiny lift, tiniest lift. That was a bit nervousness. That was the tiniest lift ever. We'll have to watch Stewart come and do the same thing in a minute. Let's just watch these guys in this view now. And let's get on board with Stewart. Let's get around Stewart here. Somebody seems to be watching in the chat, but not saying much. I'm going to stay on with this weird view here for you with Stewart, and let's get on board with him so you can see his throttle and brake action. A little bit of a lift, you have to lift there to get this one. Here's one that you have to hit hard the brake, but you get on as hard as fast as you can. Come around here and hold on to these track limits. Another hard braking zone, and then get around this corner. Then you can hit the throttle again. Hold on to it as long as you can. Just feather the throttle. And here we go on the two important corners for top lap speed on Spa. Let's see, does he have to lift here? Ooh, he does have to lift slightly. That may be the difference that Frank has with Brian. Brian did not have to lift there. All right, Stewart, now you know the secret. I'm sure you're going to get this particular corner coming up at full speed, full throttle. Just got to hit the apex properly. Yes, you can. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. We're going to stick with you in this view to see what you do at the hill. He has got a 3.1 second lead over Stewart, but Stewart has made up time here in his best lap. This is going to be his best lap. There it is. He may not have got, didn't look like he got a best lap. He might have went off track limits a bit. All right, let's see if Stewart can hang on to that throttle. Does he keep the pedal to the metal on the most famous set of corners in racing? Full throttle, big lift. So there's the two spots that Stewart has a disadvantage with our Brian Murray. So Stewart, you got to work on that setup a little bit more. or just your nerves. Maybe it's just nerves. All right, let's see what everybody else is doing. We've got big gaps. Looks like Aaron is out on the track finally. Maybe he had to get some significant damage repair in that pit stop, but he's out there. I like to see guys come back out and just spend some time racing. Looks like we're not going to get too many battles here today, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm going to try something interesting. Let's see if I can get this done with a free cam. So hang on to your hats for a second. Yes, we can do free cam. Let's do an overhead view of Spa with the free cam. And I'm just going to get it set up here. And let's look at Spa from a few hundred feet up. Hopefully I'll get back to the right camera later. There is Spa, so we're up high here from, I didn't realize how much of an elevation change that is. There's our pit lane. Such a long pit lane in Spa. It takes you forever to go around there. Here we go through the most famous mile in motorsport racing. Hey, there's somebody else joined on this live chat. Come on, I'm bored here. I'm talking to myself. There's no racing action, so you gotta give me something to talk about. Say hello. Tell me who you are on the chat. Oh, I lost something. Oh, there we go. We're back. What happened there? Let me get my mouse back here. Hang on. Caught somebody that was in the pits. I think that's what happens with the free cam sometimes. Anyway, we got some little bit of a look at it. Why are you guys not seeing what I'm seeing? Back on with Stuart here. There is Stuart. Okay, that is Stuart, and he can still see. What a dash cam, you know, that's dash cam for some reason. They call it dash cam. I guess you don't see the steering wheel when you look at the dash cam. This is the helmet view, which means you see the suspension a little bit. Don't like that view too much. It should be called Dash Pro, which is probably windscreen. The bonnet view. And the good old chase view, which we don't ever use, but that's not a real view. Halfway mark. This is a 30-minute sprint. Let's go back to cockpit here and see what Stuart is looking at. He's improving his time slightly. He's still like almost a full second behind in terms of his best lap time from Brian. Oh, now I'm seeing the view from, man, is that YouTube view so far behind? That's almost 30 seconds behind what I'm seeing, so I'm going to get rid of that view and go back to ACC's HUD. What are we looking at here? Position of gaps. Session best. So you're looking at the gap there and the session best relative to the leader. Yeah, it's called session best relative. I wonder what that is. That is that. You know what that is? That on the tower, you're looking at best laps. That's a best laps, relative best laps from the Brian's 2 minutes 17 seconds, 0.4, and Stewart's behind by 0.6 of a second. That is why he is, Brian is staying ahead of Stewart. Let's just watch a little bit of the other guys. There's Philip. Let's watch Philip for a while and see how he handles Spa. Muscling around the track. just decide to put our championship guys together here. Let me see if I can find a view that has a screen that I can show. So you guys just watch. I'm going to see if I can find my graphic for podiums here, but we'll make it a I do have a podium here. I'm going to get a podium. I'll make it championship winners. I don't think anybody is going to change position in the standings. Third will be who will third be? I think it's going to be since that's going to be Derek Bird, I believe. Hang on, I better check that out. I don't want to give the wrong guy. The wrong guy. Since Merche did not race, he is not going to overtake Derek Bird in third place. So I'm going to put Derek there. And change the word to season champions. You sick of watching Philip? Let's put Frank on. Frank coming around the corner. Look at that beautiful car. A different view here for Frank. And I'll make sure that looks good. What I gotta do here. Just don't mind me mumbling. Like I said, I need a 20-year-old assistant here to do all this stuff in the background so I can concentrate on watching race times. That's a nice view there of the hill, isn't it, from this camera angle? One last thing here. Be able to pay attention to you guys again. Alright, I'm going to be ready with that. Yeah, I will be. Okay. So how much time have we got left? Let me take a peek at the screen. We have got 9 minutes left, 8 laps so far, and we're watching Frank. Let's watch Aaron for a bit and his beautiful, love his color schemes all the time. I don't know if that's a just a color scheme that he grabbed from the game. It could be a custom livery that Aaron has. I haven't updated my liveries in a while. But this view is, TV view is quite interesting. Eh? It's like a fixed camera angles all over the place. This is more of a TV cam. So what do we got for gaps? Well, Stewart is still 3.7 seconds behind Brian Murray. And everybody else is far, far apart. We're just lapping away here to collect points in the standings. So this is the end of season 17. So let's go back to talking about 18 from what my birds whispering in my ear. The system is going to be Saturday races ACC as normal with 2 classes as usual, but they may have had a discussion about that. I missed the administration meeting that talked about all this. I do not have any inkling as to the tracks. Maybe we haven't even picked them yet. I can bet you we'll probably have Spa and/or Mount Panorama as the last race of the year. Whoa! Aaron had a little slide there. Let's get on board with Stewart for a bit. There is Stewart. That is a stock Mustang livery, though I love it actually. No Sunday race this year, I believe we decided. Mondays will be LMU multi-class. So the platinum drivers will be in GT3 cars, and the silver drivers will be in hypercars, I believe, is the way we're doing it. That might be a forced, it might be voluntary or forced. And Fridays, I'm not sure what Fridays are going to be. It'll be a sprint. Oh, I know what it's going to be. I think it'll be a sprint LMU race for Fridays. So don't hold me to that, but that's what rumors have it. But that announcement should be coming out soon. Your administrator group. Maybe I've never said that. By the way, before I forget, final race of the year. Our fine sponsors that keep this group going is Sim3D, fine makers of simulation equipment, and Syndeo, communication consultants out of Montreal, Canada. Sim3D, I believe, is an American company. Unfortunately, all our problems now are going to be with costs of sim equipment coming into the U.S. are no longer going to fall under that 800 rule very often. So that's not going to be good for, there will be tariffs, I suspect, on things starting already, probably. So the 800, I forget what the name, a minimus something or other Latin word, that up to now has been a, woo, he went wide there a little bit. Falling behind a little bit by a little on in the race down to Murray. I'm going to try and see if there's anybody in the chat just yet. Find the right. Oh, there we go. Race Nation. I'm not sure who you are. Only 6 racing today. Yep. Yeah, Stuart's got jelly legs climbing the hill. Yeah, he does lift. Let's see if that was an aberration. Where is he in the track here? Got a ways to go, so I won't skip to that view just yet. Is it where I can see what he's doing on the screen? Gotta go into cockpit view. I'll get set up for that, and we'll just see if he lifts the next time through. And we watched that, and he had to lift for his setup on the hill. Let's get that going right now. Let's just see if he's going to lift. Quickly go to Brian maybe and see if he doesn't lift all the time. 2:17.45. I think he improved on his best lap a little bit. We'll quickly jump to Stuart right after we see whether or not Brian lifts. All right, let's watch. Does he lift? Does he lift? Tiny lift. And this is Stuart. Big lift just for a second, but that makes all the difference. That makes all the difference. Let's see what kind of top speed Brian get. Do we catch him? 272. And Stuart 272, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's probably why he's lifting. He's got a little bit less drag. So he's got a couple of kilometers at the end of that straight on Brian. But that is very interesting, isn't it? He had a higher top speed near the end than Brian did. Interesting. Let's see how Philippe, he's already by, is Frank. Frank is just coming up there now. Let's see how he handles it. And we'll watch him all the way to the end of the straight, see what kind of top speed he gets. Race Nation boss, I'm not quite sure. I know you're a seniors guy, but I can't figure out who you are. Bad memory. And you see how much Frank lifts big time to stay in track limits. Let's see what kind of speed he gets at the end of the straight. 255, 270, nothing. 268 was his top speed. So that is what Spa is all about, folks. Let's see about Aaron. Where's Aaron? Nice. Got a ways to go yet. So that is the story of Spa, what you can do on those corners. Let's go back to TV mode here. And let's get on board with Brian for a bit. His nice livery. Let's take a peek at that livery again. There is that livery. And that sunlight is very bright. There we go. It's kind of a splash of paint here and there, isn't it? Let's get on with Brian. There we go. There he is. We're going to try for his top speed again. Just to watch. May have missed his actual top speed there. But as we know, he's just flying through there. He's already at 250, 253, 260, 65, 70. A flash of 73, 273 for 1 second there. Stewart, we might not catch him. No, we didn't catch him for his top speed. There we go. So we have, how much time left in the race? 1 minute. Let's get rid of that. 1 minute, 33 seconds left in the race. So this will be possibly the last lap for Mr. Murray. Let's get on board with it. Oh, Frank went off. Frank went off. Let's go back and see what happened there. This is a replay of Frank. I don't got my replay button set up today, so let's just watch what happened. We're back 30 seconds here. Oh, poor Frank had some problem somewhere. Let's see, ran out of gas. We've got 12 seconds left. Oh, looks like he ran out of gas. I think for whatever reason he stopped. And he's still there. Got 4 more seconds on the replay. For some reason, maybe had a physical issue.
On the final lap now.
Leaders on the final lap. Look at that. Frank's backing into the spot where he's not going to affect anybody. But there's some issue with Frank. We are now live. We are live. So Frank had some issue, probably in the physical world. All right, so we're on the final lap with Mr. Brian Murray, our leader. That is a yellow flag. Looks like he's going to lap somebody. And Frank is still off on a yellow. That is Aaron Shannon up ahead. This might be... Is this it? No, this is the final lap. Told me that final lap pretty early. The start-finish line is the first grid, isn't it? Although the green light is on the second grid part of the track. This is, I believe that's the second. I believe that's first one is the actual start-finish line. So we're going to take a full lap with our race leader and our eSeniors champion Mustang driver of the year, season 17 in 2025, Mr. Brian Murray. We know there's 5 people watching on the stream. Say hello. Say hello, but look at this. This is our favorite man. He can drive the phone book. This is Mr. Brian Murray. Look at him in that cockpit. 30 minutes into a race and he's still fresh as a daisy. And he's flashing the 001 as being our race leader. So that is it for season 17 Mustang Monday. That was an interesting thing that we did in the race. Oh, so let me rephrase our season thing. I think it would in LMU multi-class, it will be voluntary depending on which way you want to go. I'm confusing with another league that I'm going to participate in. They have forced EU into different classes of cars, but we will not. So you'll have a choice of hypercars on Monday, hypercars or GT3 cars in LMU, Le Mans Ultimate. Sign up, buy that game. It is a lot of fun. At first, the hypercars are very difficult to drive, but you get into it. Here we go. This is the final lap of the final season for Mustang Mondays. There he is. There he is. Checkered flag for Brian Murray. Second place in the league. Second place in the race is Stuart Packham. And Philippe Sauvage is way back there, 30 seconds back. So that is our season. And I'm going to put up a graphic here right now. That is our season. Let me fix my camera a little bit. There we go. Season champions. Did I spell everything right? Yes, I did. Brian Murray, Stuart Packham. Derek Bird, who was not racing today, is in third place for the league. So thank you very much for watching. I enjoyed doing this, so that's why I jumped on board. I was a little late, but because I had an interview. And here is our closing credits for eSeniors.